you have this home economy concept. And I
Mhm.
want to kind of tee you up here because we were talking about it before, and I think this is the coolest thing ever. And I want you to give some explanation as to this home economy that you developed in your home and how this works.
So we have two systems in our house that pretty closely mirror what a person will find when they leave their home and when they achieve adulthood, or let's say they go out to college, whatever the case is, right? One is the law and one is the home economy. And I know Katie wants to talk about the home economy there, so I'll cover the law afterwards. But they mirror what you're going to find outside of the house. So if we do those sorts of things inside of our home, they're well used to them, well adjusted, and prepared for life outside of the home. So
Yeah.
go ahead with the home economy.
So the home economy is all sort of based on our system of law, which Steve will explain. But in our home economy, it's a replication of what a government would do. So we've established a law, set of laws, we've agreed upon them, we've posted them before, we've had a meeting about it, we've posted them before they're going into action, before they're enforced. Along with those, there is a set of circumstances, that consequences essentially, that everyone in the family knows are what will happen consistently. Just like you speed, you get a ticket. So it removes a lot of emotion. It removes a lot of frustration for the parents. It removes blaming from the children, to the parents. Oh, it's your fault, mom. You got me in trouble. Nope. Sorry, kiddo. It's the law and you broke it. So here's your ticket. And from there, then every person also understands essentially their job inside of our economy. So the kids can be assigned maybe various territories or various chores. And in our home as well, various school assignments that have to be done every day. And for those, they are then awarded a certain amount. Very similar to going to work. So they know every day how much they have an opportunity to earn. And you can have a fine as part of our economy if you don't do it. But you also have the opportunity to buy luxuries and privileges if you are earning and saving. And so it really works nicely because it does take away a lot of that emotion. It teaches the child that they are not entitled. It brings in a sense of accomplishment for the child. It gives a real respect for the child, and it helps the child learn to respect the parent as well. So it's really nice. It's very comprehensive. And it's something actually that once they learn it, like we use checklists for it when we're training them, and the checklists are very nice to have as a support, but they get so used to it, you can almost fall away from the checklists at times for a period of time, because it just becomes your norm. It becomes the way you function. And for our family, it is what helped to sustain this new undertaking of trying to establish a podcast and a business, because we weren't having to in any way do a lot of control or oversight. I mean, our kids know what's expected. Of course, we check in. We disciple them as far as, we leadership. We're there for them. They know that. They can come to us with any questions, but they already understand their role in our family economy, and they understand what will happen if they don't fulfill it. And it's very natural. So the rest, it works great.
When did you start doing this home economy concept?
Sure. So it really developed over the last 17 years. It didn't really clarify for us as to being as developed as I just explained until really the last 3 to 4 years. But we began early on when the children were young, and really your kids are the perfect age to begin something like this. And we began just with a couple of different systems that we used that helped them understand their responsibilities in the house and rewarded them. And so they could feel very confident, at their own level of development, and be praised for it and be respected for it. And it really made them feel valued inside of the family for the work that they would put in. And it helped them celebrate work, not despise work, and really help begin that foundation for that team mentality in the family.
Yeah, the reason I was, and that's great. I completely on board with what you're saying, especially it encourages them to love work versus hate work, or the whole entitlement thing, pretty much you can smash that with this home economy concept. And it just sounds like it keeps the glue together between the family. Everybody knows their roles. It's just very organized, which all of it's beautiful. But the reason I was asking about when you got started, because I was curious to know, um, when you really started developing this, what were some like how long? First question is, how long does it take for somebody to take this like home economy concept and kind of get it moving in their family?
They
Like,
could see in a number of weeks an improvement, and it doesn't really matter what age your kids are once you've established it. Steve should explain the laws to you. I think that will help.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's hear them see. Yeah, let's hear the laws.
So the laws, they're very simple. I think we have 5 overarching laws that we have in our home.
Yeah, each family's would be unique to them.
And so they're posted, they're agreed upon so that everybody knows these are our family's laws, right? And if there's an infraction of the law, then the associated parties will report to the door and we'll go through them. And I try to make it fun, right? So that it doesn't feel quite so penalized, but
we have them posted on our front door. That's why he says go to the door.
Right.
We meet there in that neutral space of our front door area where they're posted.
But they're posted on the inside of the door. They're not on the outside. No. So like the GPS guy comes up, he's like, oh my gosh, I got to abide by all this. You're like, no, this is for us. The laws are posted on the inside of the door.
Yeah.
So they're there so that everyone knows where they are, right? And they pass by them every single day.
Yeah.
And anytime there's an infraction, of course, we go back and we take a look at them and review them, talk about them. What'd you do wrong? What could you do better next time? That type of thing.
And we have to abide by them too, which is really important here. You know, if one of the laws is that you're going to treat others with love and no yelling, for example, those are 2 of our laws, and I lose it and I yell at the kids and I wasn't treating them with love. Now, love doesn't mean that I can't be direct and firm with them, but I have to apologize too. Like, it's my law too. I have to abide by it as well. And that's why I say, you know, when you have that family conversation and you create these laws as a family with the parents as leaders, then it can work for any family at any stage. It's just a matter of consistency. And then the parents trying to continue a joyful attitude while they implement it, because that sets the tone for the entire thing.
So what's like, describe to me, if you break one of the laws, what would be an example of an infraction? So Steve breaks a law, right? What's his punishment?
Well, Steve broke a law, of course, you know, he's in the doghouse. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you both.
So if either one of us loses our cool and yells at the kids, for example, not only do we have to absolutely apologize, but, you know, the parents need a cool off time just like the kids. So it's a timeout. I mean, you separate till you calm down, and then you apologize, you make it right, talk about it, and then we all forgive each other. So we really work hard to reconcile. And we actually have systems where we help teach our children the proper ways to reconcile as well. That's very hard in families. Siblings tend to fight a lot. And, you know, it's a training ground for conflict resolution. So when we break a law, we don't just see it like it's a horrible, horrible thing. It's actually an opportunity for training for real life, even though it might feel frustrating. You know, it's like, oh, good grief, you know, again, like we have to solve this again, but we have to get over that because our home is a training ground. And so it's not just a frustration, it's also an opportunity to build into our kids for their lifelong library of what they will need to do as adults when we are not there, that can set them up for success and a whole lot less trouble in their adult life.